All right. Do you want to wait? Should we get started? All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. We are recording this. Again, my name is David Christopher. I'm in my normal job, the Marine Education Specialist for Delaware Sea Grant at the University of Delaware, but I'm here in my capacity as a committee chair, former president of NMEA. I was a president of NMEA. I am currently the membership chair, and this is the first, and we hope to eventually be a series of webinars about the organization. And we thought, why not kick it off with this one, all about this year's upcoming NMEA conference. Kathy, if you want to move to the next slide for me. Oh, it didn't refresh, but that's fine. I know what I got to say, so I'm good. I just wanted to mention that we are recording. If you did not hear that before, we are recording this. We're going to put it up on our membership portal. So if others want to see it who couldn't be here tonight, that they can watch it. So if you do not want your image shown, please turn off your camera. If you do want your image shown, please leave your camera on. We'd love to see people. All right. Well, I want to thank you for being here tonight. Again, my name is David Christopher, former president of NMEA. I do want to, I only have one little piece of this webinar because it's going to be run by our wonderful conference committee who will be running the show tonight, telling you all about what to look forward to for our 2026 NMEA conference, which is coming to my region, NMEA. So I'm very excited to have it back in this region. So I want to introduce our planning committee, Rachel Reisbeck, Andy Gould, and Kathy Fuller. Take it away.
All right. Good evening, everyone, or afternoon or morning, wherever you are in the world. So my name is Kathy Fuller. I'm excited to be one of your conference co-chairs for the for NMEA 2026. I guess I'm the most local because I am in the state of Maryland, right on the shores of the Chesapeake Bay. So I'm excited to get you to come to my neck of the woods. All right, Andy.
Hi everyone, I'm Andy Gould. I'm joining you from far away from Maryland. I am in South Carolina. So I'm very excited to have you all joining. Hope you're all going to come to the conference, and we've got a lot of great things in store.
Awesome. And I'm Rachel Reesbeck, and I'm in Richmond, Virginia. And we want to started with a little kind of get to know you activity. So our conference theme is kind of all about bringing the waters together. So tell us in the chat, are you feeling salty today, a little fresh, or maybe a little mixture of both and brackish? So tell us how you're feeling. Nice and salty. And you can interpret that however you want, right? Awesome. We're getting a mix of all of them. Now I'm excited. All right. So we're excited to talk to you about our conference and, of course, tell you a little bit about Landlocked. I like that. Tell you a little bit about the group that is planning the conference. So we'll kind of start with that next.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm going to take this slide here. My name again, David Christopher. I'm calling in from Delaware, the first state. I'm glad someone said landlocked because our mission is making known the world of water. We are the National Marine Educators Association, but we are making known the world of water, both fresh and salt. We care about the ocean, the fresh water, and all the watersheds. If you live in a watershed, we want you to be a part of NMEA, and that's what I'm trying to say here. We are a global network. So even though we're the National Marine Education Association, we have members from around the world representing over 20 different countries. I have loved this organization. I've been part of this organization, I can't believe it, almost 25, or actually over 25 years now. What I like about it is it includes not just educators, but scientists, policymakers, museum educators, aquarium educators, park educators, all sorts of different people all caring about marine education and aquatic education. So it brings together a broad group of people all interested in educating people about our world of water, which I think is great and fascinating. All right. And we are pioneers in the ocean literacy principles. We were one of the original groups that developed the very first ocean literacy principles. These have been inspired, and used, and adapted by other countries and organizations all over the world. You can go to our website and visit our website to see the Ocean Literacy Handbook, which includes the Ocean Literacy Scope and Sequence and our NGS alignment. We are also very active in the United Nations Ocean Decade. We are a decade implementing partner, and we do have a decade action. So we are really working to spread ocean literacy across the United States and getting more people involved in ocean literacy. And we are a professional hub. We publish Current, the Journal of Marine Education, a peer-reviewed open access journal. And we are connected across the United States through a large network of 15 regional chapters and many, many, many active committees. So if you want to get involved in NMEA, please also get involved in your local chapter, and please join one of our committees. We are really trying to do a lot of good work in marine education. Well, I'm really excited. This is our 50th year. Our very first NMEA conference was in 1976. And so we're bringing it to Maryland for the 50th anniversary. And I'm going to turn it back over to our conference organizers to talk about everything they've got planned.
All right, thank you, David. So NMEA has an annual conference every year, but it moves around because it is hosted by local chapters. And the host chapter this year is NMEA, the Mid-Atlantic Marine Education Association. So we are a powerhouse of educators, scientists, and ocean lovers that are dedicated to improving marine and aquatic education across the Mid-Atlantic. Our region is fairly large for a local chapter. So we include Delaware, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Virginia, and North Carolina. You are allowed to be a member if you don't live in those places. So if you're not there, you can still join us. We have several members, including myself, who don't live in those states. But within those states, we have a tremendous amount of knowledge and expertise that we get to share when we get together as MMANs. We're really excited to share all of that with you when you join us for the conference this summer. Some ways that we support our members within the local chapter. We host many conferences and an annual conference every year. So there's lots of ways that you can get together and network with other educators. And we offer grants for our members to do some amazing projects. And we have scholarships for you to attend some of those events that we host. So lots of different ways that we give back to our members. You also get a discount on your NMEA membership when you join any of our local chapters, including NMEA. So that's a little tip there to join your local chapter first and then join NMEA, and you get a little bit of a discount there. You get a 2-for-1. So yes, hope that you will come and meet us in our region of the world and let us share all of our expertise with you. So with that, here's a quick video of what we're going to do, where we're going to be. Hope you enjoy.
Put down the plow hole, lad, and pick up your tongue. 'Cause you gotta beat the water in all the winter long. Oh, put down the plow hole, lad, and pick up your tongue. 'Cause you gotta beat the water in all the winter long. 'Cause you're Chesapeake born,
Chesapeake born,
yeah, you're Chesapeake free,
Chesapeake free,
you're Chesapeake bound,
Chesapeake bound,
flowing with ease,
flowing with ease.
Chesapeake born,
Chesapeake born,
bound to thee,
and bound to thee.
indeed I am,
Indeed I am,
Chesapeake free,
Chesapeake free.
She's the mother of the waters and the people of this land. 40 river children reach to take her by the hand and flow through Maryland and Virginia to the sea. She's Atlantic born, Atlantic bound and free. And I'm Chesapeake born,
Chesapeake born,
Chesapeake free,
I'm Chesapeake free,
Chesapeake bound,
Chesapeake bound,
flowing with ease,
and flowing with ease.
Chesapeake born,
Chesapeake born,
bound to thee,
and bound to thee.
Indeed I am,
Indeed I am,
Chesapeake free.
Chesapeake free.
Awesome. So hopefully that gave you a nice little taste of what this conference is going to be all about. So as we mentioned, our theme is meeting of the waters. We really want to focus on bringing together that freshwater, brackish water, and saltwater ecosystems. And what a better place to do that than in Cambridge, Maryland. So this is right here on the Choptank River. We saw wonderful images of that, and that map to show it's right there in the heart of kind of our Chesapeake Bay watershed, where we're seeing all of those waters come together. We will be hosting this and staying at the Hyatt Regency Chesapeake Bay, a fantastic resort that's got lots of wonderful amenities during a wonderful time of the year. Those rates start at $189 a night, and we do already have our roommate matching available when you go to that conference website. This region and why we really wanted to pick this to go with our theme was because there are so many wonderful resources right here in an area that might seem a little kind of away from everything and secluded, but we're going to be able to connect participants with a really rich local history, the Nasi Wawashi Band of Indians. We're also going to be able to learn a lot about all the legacy of Harriet Tubman. And then this area is so nicely connected to wonderful research labs, lots of nonprofit organizations doing restoration work, and just looking at how we can work together to protect the resources that are right here in that Chesapeake Bay watershed. So here's an image of that resort again. You can see a lot of those amenities being right there on the river with a nice waterfront space. Lots of great, the conference is going to include like that resort fee so that you'll be able to participate in all the things that the Hyatt has to offer. And again, it has that nice secluded feel, but it's not super far to get to. So less than an hour and a half from some of the larger airport hubs, which makes it really great. And like getting here is going to be wonderful, beautiful views coming across the bay and across those rivers.
All right, so I'm going to share a quick glance at what we have planned for the conference, and then we're going to share a lot more details about some of the things you're seeing here. Um, Traditionally, we have a few meetings before the conference actually kicks off. So if you are a part of that Sea Grant meeting or the NMEA board, you'll come a little bit early. But then the conference kicks off for everyone on the evening of July 12th, that Sunday. We'll have a welcome reception at the resort, and it'll be a cookout theme. It'll also be where we do our buddy meetup. So if it's your first time coming to the conference, you can get paired with a buddy, and this would be the place where you'd meet up with them for the first time, and then they'll help you throughout the conference. Then Monday morning, we will kick things off with a keynote and also have some concurrent sessions and a poster session that day. And then that evening, we're going to the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum for a really amazing event. On Tuesday, we'll also have some more keynotes, concurrent sessions, have the Stegner lecture, which is typically more of a cultural topic, and you'll hear more about that in a minute. And then that evening, we conclude things with our banquet and auction. It's going to be 70s themed to throw it back to the beginning of NMEA since this is our 50th anniversary. On Tuesday, we also host our student day. So that's an opportunity for youth to get involved in all the amazing things that we're learning and doing during the conference. And you'll hear more about that as well. On Wednesday, we'll have more keynotes, more concurrent sessions, and our share-a-thon, which is going to be a really amazing experience. So I hope you sign up and get involved in that. And then that evening, we have a really special ticketed event on a riverboat where you get to have a crab feast and beautiful views of the Choctaw River. Thursday, we're going to have some amazing field trip options for you and also hosting the Blue Technology Education Workshop. So, as I said, lots of information coming to you on some of those specifics, but I hope what you got from this is we've got a lot of amazing things planned for you at this conference. So, you're going to want to be there. Don't miss out.
Alrighty, so focusing on some of those invited speakers or keynote speakers that we have Chief Donna Abbott, who is from our local indigenous group, the Nassau Wabash Band of Indians, and she's going to be sharing her perspectives of the Chesapeake Bay and how it's connected to herself and her people, followed by a presentation on freshwater mussels. We're going to have a little bit of freshwater on that day with Jorge Bogantes Montero of Anacostia Watershed Society. The next day, we are going to get a little salty with some brackish themed speakers with Karen McDonald of the Smithsonian Environmental Research Center speaking about river otters in the Chesapeake Bay, which will also have a lot of fun videos of those otters. And then also we'll have Amani Black, who's going to be speaking about Black history and aquaculture in the Chesapeake Bay. She is the founder of Minorities in Aquaculture, so we're really excited to have her. And as Andy mentioned, we also have our Stegner Lecture, which is named for one of our, I guess, founding folks. Stegner was instrumental in NMEA getting its start, and this lecture has been named in his honor. So we are focusing on the local daughter of Cambridge, Harriet Tubman, and we have Linda Harris and her husband, David Cole, are going to be performing, as well as two other musicians, and musical narration of Harriet Tubman's journey to freedom and how important water was in that journey. On the last day of our invited speakers, we have a PhD student from the University of Delaware, Caroline, is going to be speaking about sensors that are on sharks to help with climate data, which is really cool. We have one more speaker that's 75%. They said they're going to do, we just don't have all of their information just yet. But we have another set of speakers. I'll give you a preview, that is going to be speaking about some local climate resilience projects that they're doing right there in Cambridge with the health department. So we're really excited to get their perspective as well. So those are some of our invited speakers we're very excited to have.
So we're going to hear a lot from a lot of different community members and people all over that watershed. But the most important part about these conferences is being able to hear from you. So we want to invite you to submit your proposal to present. This is something that I've done at every conference I've attended, even my very first one. And we want to make sure you know that we're looking for your perspective, right? There are lots of different ways that you can present at the conference. So we have different formats. One of those is kind of that traditional full session, 50 minutes. That's a great one if you have hands-on, interactive kind of workshop feel. We also have shorter half sessions that will be on Wednesday that if you don't need as much time. We also will have lightning sessions where we'll actually even group topics together so we can have some really quick, high impact talks. You can submit for presenting over 2 days at the poster session. Andy mentioned that share-a-thon on that last day. That's going to be a great way for us to do a lot of quick resource swaps and giveaways and things like that. And we even have options for people to participate who aren't able to come in person. So we'll have pre-recorded 15 and 30-minute presentations that will be on our conference platform that you'll be able to access. Now, we want to kind of organize all of our sessions so it makes it really easy as a participant to kind of decide which sessions you want to go to. There's several that are happening all at once. So when you're submitting your proposal, you'll also kind of indicate, what track that is. Are you presenting about a lesson plan or evaluation? Or is this focusing on a career path so that really people can kind of decide and have a lot of tools and guidance to kind of go to the sessions that interest them the most. So please submit your proposal. We do have a deadline for the end of February. So we would love to hear your voice, love to see all the great things that you're doing. Please reach out if you have any questions about that.
So I know some of the names and faces that I see on here are folks that have been to an NMEA conference before, so you know some of this stuff. But just in case this is your first time, we are definitely that work hard, play harder group. So this is not a very formal group. So it is typical to find people in Hawaiian shirts and ocean pun themed T-shirts and all of the different ocean themed or aquatic themed jewelry and attire is usually something everyone enjoys. Also are bringing back this particular year, we're bringing back the chapter twister, which if my internet, it says it's unstable, you can still hear me. Okay. The chapter twister is something that we did probably over 15, 20 years ago. It's been a minute. We're going to bring it back so that basically you can either participate or watch. It's just as fun. The different team regional chapters competing against each other in a bracket to see who can be the champion of that. And again, just in case, you missed it, we are very excited. This is the 50th anniversary conference, and we want to celebrate that 70s style. So we are encouraging everybody to dress the part, if you will. You're not required, but you are more than welcome to get your leisure suits out and platform shoes and join us for the auction and gala. We'll even have some other 70s themed things that evening. So we're excited about that. One of the things that I've always enjoyed about NMEA, I've been a member since 1996, I believe. The NMEA family title that I have in here is something that I really feel like I have met and maintained relationships, friendships, professional relationships with so many people over the years. Some of my best friends are from the organizations that I've met through this. So this is something that we're a very close-knit group that loves to have more people join the group for sure. As well as, again, we are going to have a lot of opportunities just for socializing and networking and learning about the local area. So we're excited to have you come.
Yeah, so we really want to highlight, what is so great about coming, not just to benefit, all the wonderful sites and things that we're going to see, but I have been coming to conferences for probably about 15 years, and I have been to other organization conferences, and I think for me, this is such a great time for me to get rejuvenated, right? This is when I come and I get just re-excited about what I'm doing. I get to meet so many wonderful people. I have met, just like Kathy, I've met people that I have great personal and professional relationships with. But I've met people that have become my mentors. I've met people that I've partnered with and been able to basically divide and conquer and make a bigger impact. I've left with so many resources, activities that I still do today that are fantastic, that are tried and true. So you will be walking away with, great connections, a huge toolkit of like vetted activities, curriculum. I've found grant opportunities. And this is also a great place to kind of find out like what's happening, what's new in our marine education world, right? What changes are happening within policy? What are conservation trends? Everything I know about evaluation has come from sessions that I've attended at NMEA. So you will walk away with so much more than, just a great experience and opportunity to explore a new region and meet new people. So there's going to be lots of ways that you can navigate NMEA even before you arrive. So one of the most important tools that you'll have is the WOVA app. So if you've ever used that before, this is a great little digital compass. It's going to have the schedule in there, a way to network with all the attendees, and even jump on those community boards before you even get to the conference. That is also where we'll have that virtual participation. So putting in asynchronous presentations for you to view later, or for you to present if you're not able to come in person. Andy mentioned that buddy system. So that first night will pair you up with a veteran to kind of help you build your network, and of course, kind of help guide you through the whole conference. We want everybody to come. So there are lots of opportunities to find funding. All of our scholarships through NMEA as well as through our chapter. All of those deadlines are towards the end of February. So definitely check those out, submit those. It's a great way to be able to participate in this event. And you'd be surprised at how many times like people don't apply for these things, and we're asking people to apply. So please check those out so that way we can see you at this conference. Now, of course, our conference is going to be wonderful and full of so many keynotes, so many concurrent sessions, so many things that are included with your full registration. However, there are always added bonuses. And this is the one that I think I'm most excited about, is the Wednesday night, July 15th add-on. This is our ticketed event. This will be a part of like a super full registration, or it'll be an add-on if you just do a full registration. Yeah, I deep dived a lot into the menu on this place. So we have partnered up with the Chomtake Riverboat Company. They offer these beautiful sunset dinner cruises on the Chomtake River. They're going to provide a really wonderful catered event. And if you're not a seafood lover, there are other options. So don't be afraid. I don't love every type of seafood. So there are lots of food choices that will be wonderful. So definitely check that out. We will also be hosting some things on that Thursday. So July 16th, there's going to be a full day workshop focused on ocean technology. So lots of partners that are going to come together to give you a hands-on like in-depth look at things like ROVs, sensor coding, and lots of other just kind of ocean engineering. And they are also providing scholarships. So definitely check that out. And of course, you know, the best part of our conference is our field trips. And we are working very hard to form those relationships with that local community to get you into those research labs, go behind the scenes, check out what's happening and what's kind of like new and innovative coming out. Of course, we want to pay like all the, you know, we want to honor all the water-based things. So we want to get you out on historic vessels. We want to get you out kayaking and exploring that natural environment, because it is beautiful in that space. So definitely check out all of our field trip options. Those are always my best memories from every conference, is checking out a field trip.
So one of the other things that we're excited to host is Student Day. So Student Day at NMEA is sponsored by our Student Engagement Committee. And basically this is for students ages 13 and up, where they're able to come to the conference for the day. We have them attend the vast majority of what everyone else is doing, plus give them a couple opportunities to have some student-specific kind of grounding and foundational opportunities for them to know what to do at the conference. Most of them, this is their first time. But also they have the opportunity to present at the conference, which I think it's interesting. Every year, I usually have standing room only in the student presentation room. So definitely look for that. If you don't have a student that might be able to attend, maybe you want to see what the students are presenting as well. So again, there's opportunities for students to present both in person as well as those asynchronous pre-recorded sessions. And the call for presenters for students specifically, we have come out a little bit later, so it will be coming out March 1st. We'll close the one for everyone in the main conference and then open the student one a couple days later or the next day. So that will be coming up on March 1st. There is an option for students attending Student Day to go to the Horn Point Lab, which is part of the University of Maryland Center for Environmental Science, to do a tour there with their graduate students as well, which is only about 10-15 minutes away from the hotel. So Amber, shall we, if you want to type your question in the chat, or we'll, because we're almost to the end, and we'll just do all questions in just a moment. It's always fun to try to find your cursor sometimes. Students are allowed to come more than just on student day. We just have one day specifically that's a little bit more condensed specifically for students, but anybody can come the entire time that's ages 13 or up.
Sorry for the delay there. Apparently my computer needed me to see the news updates and wouldn't allow me to get back to this screen. Um, so all of those amazing opportunities are offered in part because of some amazing sponsorships that we have found so far. These sponsorships help to provide these opportunities, bring in these speakers, get us to all these fun places we're going to go. And as you can see here, these are the spot. Oh, go ahead. That's fine. You can go back. So these are the sponsors that we have signed on so far: the NOAA Office of Education and Ocean Exploration, the National Marine Sanctuary Foundation, Blue Robotics, the MMEA SMAC, so that is the past presidents of MMEA, all come together and support different things each year. HHMI is going to be sharing an amazing video for us at the conference, and they're providing some funds to be able to do that. The National Center for Science Education, and the Virginia Institute of Marine Sciences. So we're really thankful to all of these sponsors who've already jumped on board. However, we still have room for more. So if your organization would like to sponsor, or you know anybody, or like to make any connections for us, the more sponsorships we get, the more opportunity we can create. So please send us any information you have and sponsor if you can. So with that, we are going to open the floor to questions. Feel free to type them in the chat, or just
Raise
unmute
your
and
hand.
ask away. Raise your hand. Yeah, that'd be great. And yeah, so let us know, what questions do you have?
All right. I just know it's NMEA.org. I don't know your what's your question? You're unmuted. Go ahead. Did you have a question from NMEA?
Who are you calling on?
Lisa, we're calling on you, Lisa.
Sorry.
Okay, you were typing, and okay, that's what I was like, we're calling on you.
Okay, so my question is, how do you get the students to participate? How
They registered.
how are
I'm
you
sorry.
getting them to come? How are they being engaged to come to the conference? How do you get them?
We invite them basically. So we're working with a lot of the local nonprofits, especially that have like after school or like youth development programs. And there are a lot of very active groups like that, or like teen volunteer programs with some of the museums, stuff like that. And getting them the information so that they can come. So we're lucky that we have a lot of organizations that have a lot of students coming to them already, kind of already interested in this type of thing, versus casting a net into the school of 2,000 kids with only 2 that actually are interested. But we do also have we've sent invitations to all of our local school districts and all of our environmental education centers. Each county, as we have our school districts in Maryland, has environmental literacy offices. So we're trying to get the word out through them as well to the students in their districts.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's a question in the chat. How do we get NMEA discount if we are NMEA members? I filled out application up until payment. Thank you. Can someone send Karen the discount code?
Jackie's still
I'll
there.
take care of that right now in the chat.
And then how can someone volunteer at the conference?
That's fantastic. Andy's running our volunteer program, and I think he's trying to figure out how to unmute.
Yeah, so we will be putting out information about volunteer opportunities soon. So just keep an eye open for that. But we are going to welcome lots of different volunteers. We have lots of work for you to do. So you just keep an eye out and coming soon.
Any other questions?
So
Just
thank you
a
for,
shout out. Sorry.
someone just said thank you for putting this together.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, I have another question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
If we cannot attend and we want to attend through Hoover, does the application, the online application say what the fee is? I assume there's a fee for that.
Yeah, so when the registration opens, it will list all of the registration options, which includes the virtual option. Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. And I've been advertising your conference and also your scholarships in our chapter newsletter.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I did notice that you have an additional scholarship. Andy, you were talking about that a little bit. You had mentioned it a tiny bit when it showed up on the slide. So there's this other scholarship from the chapter or what?
Yeah, so we have scholarships specifically for our chapter members, and we have scholarships that are available for what we call expanding audiences, which is if you yourself or your students represent under represented groups, then you're eligible for that, as well as we have a scholarship specific to educators in the state of Maryland. So they don't cover the entire registration fee, but they are something to help. Yeah. And that's
Okay.
all on the NMEA website.
Yeah. So I promoted your other scholarships. I didn't know about this one.
Oh,
Okay.
Lisa, are you also aware of the scholarship for the Blue Technology Workshop? Is that the one that you're referring to? Because that will go specifically to one single person in your chapter.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
While people are thinking about questions, I just wanted to just give a shout out to one of our committee members that's on our marketing committee has created this lovely anglerfish with a disco ball for its lure, in case that's not as obvious. And she has a name. Her name is Gloria, and she has a story. You'll get to learn more about her as we get closer to the conference as well. Oh, and Rachel is showing you one of our auction items. We do have a crocheted version of our lovely anglerfish with a disco ball lure that will be available during the live auction. If you want your own Gloria at home. So yeah, Peter, food is not cheap. You've been to the grocery store. So we're giving everybody lots of food. So unfortunately, that means that it is included in the price. Like we can't, unfortunately, we haven't come up with the sponsor that's going to pay everybody's 100% for their food yet. If you know anybody, let us know. Any other questions?
Oh, this was pretty good. I really enjoyed hearing. I've never seen this before, so it's good for people who are maybe tentative about deciding if they're going to go or not, and they want a little more information, to spur them on. I really like this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
we did this once, I think, for the first conference back from COVID, and we liked it, and so we're starting it again. I think we're going to try this every year, hopefully, as a way to just get more people involved and answer questions and give people an idea of what to expect. We're always open for feedback. This is the first one of these we've done in a long time, and we want you all to come down our way. So I'm very excited. The conference is only an hour and 15 minutes from my house, so it'll be pleasant.
Are you going to put this up on your website, the recording, so people could listen to it?
Yeah, we do have a plan for that. Yes. Peter asked, "What's the plan for international attendees?"
They can attend. What is the question? We have many international
normally,
attendees.
Something is organized by the International Committee, and I know
Yeah, well,
they are not here tonight, so I'm not sure what their plan is.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I don't even know who the International Committee is these days. But that was the question, really, was like, we used to kind of welcome international attendees like on the Sunday. And that's always sort of something to think about. And that's all, because that many people who come from overseas don't know.
Yes.
And when Peter, we have been doing that every year. The International Committee is given a list of all the international participants and send out an email and try to get, if they're there on Sunday at prior, which normally they would be, they will bring them in to the NMEA board meeting and do an introduction during the board meeting.
Okay, great. Thanks.
And then they can enjoy the hotel amenities and whatnot together during the day. Yeah.
And I just want to say the international component has been very beneficial to my life, because I get to meet people from all over the world, but also has really helped NMEA connect with the whole global ocean literacy movement. We've had people travel to meetings across the world. And I, have greatly enjoyed the international contingent.
Yeah, always something new to learn.
Are you going to have your any part of the auction, like a couple of days of things that people could buy online, or you're strictly going to do it in person?
That's a good question. I don't think we've considered.
So at this point, we turn down money at any point. That's a great question.
I've been doing it that way since we started doing them. We have about a week where people could start bidding, and before our chapter conference, and then at the conference we bring everything and get rid of it there. But the bidding goes on throughout the day of the conference, and then we have time where people pick up their stuff. But this year we decided that we're going to dispense with pretty much all of the in-person objects, and just give away things that are easily mailable, like tickets and services and things like that. So all we would have to do is just email the items to the winning bidder. But it's fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun to have everything at the conference. But I was just curious to know if you thought, maybe by starting the auction a little bit earlier, you can possibly create interest in them and get people excited before they even come, and also create an emerging money stream rather than having to start the money stream at the conference. But since you have several days at the conference, that this whole question might not pertain to you.
But thanks for the suggestion. We'll definitely, the auction committee is just getting revved up, so take it to the committee.
Yeah. Right.
Any additional questions anybody has, that NMEA 2026 at marine-ed.org is going to go straight to Jackie. If she can't answer it, then one of us will get it. So we want to make sure that you can get in touch with us if you need to. Everything that is on the website is up to date. as we have it confirmed. And so there's very little that we know that is not up there already. And there's a lot of information on how to get to the area, as well as things to do in the area that we're hoping people will take a look at to see just how special Cambridge is in the area that we're going to be hosting. So, right. Any other questions?
Well, thank you everyone for coming tonight. This is hopefully we'll be doing more of these as time goes on. So if you think of any topics you're interested in, I'm going to put my email in the chat. You're always welcome to email me with an idea. And hopefully this won't be the last you see of some webinars from us.
Great, thank you.
All right, have a good day, everyone. Thank you for coming.